Welcome back, students. In this class we continue the chapter 12, exercise 12.2, exponents and powers. Here in this chapter we are come to the end, that is we solve today the last problem, that is question 4. So the question 4, they have given in a stack there are 5 books each of thickness 20 mm and 5 paper sheets each of thickness 0.016 mm. What is the total thickness of a stack? So there is a stack of books like this. Stack is there. The books are stored here. So many books. There are 5 books. 5 books, and the thickness of each book is how much? They have given 20 mm, 20 millimeters. So next, after these books, these are books in this stack, and paper sheets each of thickness, and also there are paper sheets here. So this is paper sheets. So many paper sheets means 5 paper sheets. Thickness of each paper sheet is 0.016 mm. So this is the stack which contains books, 5 books and 5 sheet of papers, and books are each thickness 20 millimeters, and paper sheets are of 0.016 millimeters. So we'll start the problem here. Solution: total thickness of books. So first we'll calculate the total thickness of the book. So that is what? Number of books into thickness of each book. So what is the number of books we have? 5 into thickness of each book is so much 20 mm, which is equal to 100 mm. This is the first part of the question. Next is total thickness of the paper. Total thickness of paper sheets. Paper sheets. So same thing. Number of sheets into thickness of each sheet. Thickness of each sheet. So write down 5 is the number of sheets into thickness of each sheet is 0.016 mm. So multiply these two, what we get is 5 into this is 0.080 mm. Finally, we have now total thickness of the stack. So we have to find out the thickness of this stack, which contains books and sheets. So what is the total thickness? Thickness of the stack is equal to total thickness of books plus thickness of books plus total thickness of sheets. So we have calculated, just substitute here. So total thickness of the books is 100 mm plus total thickness of the sheet is 0.080 mm, which is equal to add these two, we have 0.100.08 mm. So we can write this one in the form of, therefore shift this to 2 decimal point, that is 1.0008 into 10 square mm. So this is the solution for the last fourth problem of the chapter 12, exercise 12.2. This completes the chapter exponents and power. We'll directly start the new chapters, that is direct and inverse proportions. So here I'll directly start this chapter with the first exercise problem, that is the exercise 13.1. The problem given is, following are the cars parking charges near a railway station up to, they have given 4 hours rupees 60, 8 hours rupees 100, 12 hours rupees 140, 24 hours rupees 180. These are the charges for parking the car. If you park for 4 hours, we have to pay 60 rupees. If we park for 8 hours, we have to give 100. We have to pay. If we park for 12 hours, 140 rupees. If we park for 24 hours, we have to pay 180 degree. Check if the parking charges are in direct proportion to the parking time. So we'll start this. How? First we'll take 60. First I'll just write this one as 1, 2, 3, 4 we'll take. So first one what they have given, 64 hours, and what is the rupees is 60 rupees. So 60 by 4, this one 4 ones 4 15s, 1 we are getting here. Next is second one. So right here, second one they have given, that is 8 hours. 8 hours is rupees 100. So 100 by 8 is equal to 25 by 2. So third one they have given 12 hours. 12 hours is equal to how much? Rupees 140. Is 140 by 12 is equal to 35 by 3. So fourth one they have given as how much? 24 hours, rupees 60. So 60 by 24, 15 by 12 we are getting. So what we have to conclude here? Conclusion is, since all values are not the same, next line, therefore the parking charges are not in direct proportion to the parking time. This is the conclusion we have to write. So what we have to write, since all the values are not same, the parking charges are not in direct proportion to the, so the parking charges are not in direct proportion to the parking time. See, all differs. So it is not directly proportional. So charges are not directly proportional to the time. So this is the first question. We move on to the second one. Second question is, a mixture of paint is prepared by mixing 1 part of the red pigments with 8 part of the base. In the following table, find a part of the base that needed to be added. So here they have given the table. Part of red pigments, that is 1 by part of base is 8. In all the table they have given only the part of the red pigment. We have to just find out the part of the base here. For this, how to solve? So a paint is formed by mixing this red pigment and the base. So red pigment, this is the combination. Red pigment 1 means base is 8. Like this we have to calculate for the other. They have given in the table 4 values for which red pigment is given. To form the paint, the mixing, how much base we have to mix, we have to calculate. So for this we will take the first part. So first we will make an assumption. Let the number of parts of red pigment be A, and the number of parts of the number of parts of base. So we'll take 2 variables, base B. So A, B for red pigment A and for base is B. So after this, so we'll start the first option. So what is the first option? That is, we'll take like this. The first one will take A1 by A2. We'll write A1 by, this is B1 is equal to A2 by B2 will take. So this type of relation we'll use. So first step is, we'll take first part as A1 is equal to 1. See the table, 1, and B1 is equal to 8 they have given. Now we have to find out this x2. This A1, this B, like this. So I'll write here. This is A1, A2, A3, A4 and A5. Similarly for this B1, B2, B3, B4 and B5. So now we have taken the first set of the values, that is 1 and 8 in the table. So we'll continue next. And we have to find out what is. So here see A2 is there. We'll write A2 also. First 4. In this part we'll calculate now. So we can write as, that is A1 by B1 is equal to A2 by B2. So substitute the values here. That is 1 by 8 is equal to 4 by A2. Now cross multiply. Cross multiply will getting A2 into 8 4s are 32. So like this we will write B2, this is B2. B2 is equal to 8 into 4 is equal to 32. So what is the conclusion here? 32 parts of the base are needed to be added. So base to be added. So 4 parts of the red pigments and 32 parts of the base to be added to form the paint. So this is the first option. Now second one, what is the value of A1? A1 they have given, same thing we have to take A1 as 1, then B1 as 8. Next we have to take A3. So A3 we have to find B3. A3 they are given 7, B3 is equal to how much? Next we will take this value, that is A1 by B1 is equal to A3 by B3. Now substitute the values, that is 1 by 8 is equal to 7 by B3. Cross multiply, then we get B3 is equal to how much? 7 into 8. 7 into 8 is equal to 56. So what we have to say? That is same thing we have to write here. That is 56 parts of base are needed to be added. Anything added here to form paint. To form paint or just write. So here we got 56 parts, and the mixture of red pigment is 7 and base is 56. So we'll continue the third combination. Third combination, seeing the table, this is the third combination, means what we have, A1 is so much 1, B1 is 8, and we finished, that is A3 we finished. Now we will take A4. A4 means how much we are having? 12 we are having. B4 is equal to how much? So therefore A1 by B1 is equal to A4 by B4 is equal to 1 by 8 is equal to 12 by B4. Now cross multiply this. So B4 is equal to 8 into 12. 8 into 12, how much we get? That is 96. So 96 parts of base to be added to form paint mixture. Or so this is the third combination. We'll move to the fourth one, that is the last one. A1 is again 1 we have to take. B1 is equal to 8. Then we have A5. A5, how much is there in the table? 20 is there. B5 is equal to how much? Next we have to write A1 by B1, which is equal to A5 by B5, which is equal to 1 by 8 equal to 20 by B5. Then cross multiply this. We have B5 is equal to 8 into 20. 8 into 20 will get 160. Finally 160 base to be added to form paint. So this is the solution for this question 2. So we move on to the next question. So one conclusion we have to, so as the number of parts of means increase, as this increase the base also increases, that's all. As the number of parts of red pigment increases, so what is the base also increases, amount of base also increases, amount of base also increases. So in the same ratio, this is the conclusion we have to write. So it is finally we have to write it is a case of direct proportion. It is the case of direct proportion. So this is the conclusion for this. Now we move on to the third question. Third question. In the question 2 above, if one part of the red pigment requires 75 ml of base, how much red pigment should we mix with 180 ml of base? So here same thing. Continuing the second question, we'll take two variables. Number of parts of red pigments. Number of parts of red pigments be what? We'll take one variable as m. Let the number of parts of the red pigment be n, and the amount of base. So here we are taking in ml, so we'll take amount of base B ym, yl, m ml. So m ml, here n ml. So next what we have to do, same relation type we'll use. So take this as what? m1 by m2, m1 by n1 is equal to m2 by n2. Therefore what we have to do, m1, what is the values they have given? That is first is 1 part of red pigment requires how much? 75 ml base. Then so many red pigment we don't know. Red pigment we have to find out. Should we mix with how much they have given? 1800 ml. So this is the data given. So m1 by n1 is equal to 1 by 75 ml. I have done some mistake here. Therefore, so what is the value of, we'll just write 1. m1 is equal to 1 and n1 is equal to 75. Then they have not given m2, they have not given. We have n2 as 1800 ml. So we'll substitute here, that is in this equation 1 by, that is 75 is equal to m2, write as it is, n2 is 1800. Now cross multiply these two. We have m2 75 into 1800. So m2 is equal to 1800 by 75. Therefore m2 will get 24. Simplify this, we'll get 24 as the answer. Therefore finally what we write, 24 parts of red pigment. Parts of, there in the second question we used to find out the base, but here we have to find out number of red pigment mixed with the base. The red pigment should be mixed. That's all. To form paint or anything. So this is the solution. Same problem, continuation of the second one, but here we have to find out the red pigment. So this is the solution for the first three questions of the direct and inverse proportions. If you have any doubt, comment me, subscribe my channel, share and like all the videos. Thank you.